What the fuck? Hold on, my computer just went tits up. We're back.
Boom! We are off with another episode.
Was that on the thing?
Of Who's Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy. This thingy fell apart. It's Zack. What's up, buddy?
We gotta get Donkey Lips on the show. $20 gets a cameo, probably.
Who's Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. Got a whole gaggle of episodes. If this is your first time, if this is your last time, give us a good rating, leave a comment, share the episode. And remember, the next time you're doing DDP yoga and you realize some other people can't afford it, tell them about this podcast, because we like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
And we're free. Marlene's favorite price.
Got a great episode planned for tonight, but before we get into it, do we have another episode of Watch, Zack, Drink?
How well did you do at this thing? I won my office pool, $200.
So we had straight wins for an NCAA bracket. All right, on three, do you want to say how many wins you got?
Sure.
1, 2, 3,
34.
And I'll be taking a
Yeah.
Old Smoky Moonshine. It is banana pudding cream
What is
moonshine.
that? Oh, it's like in a mason jar. Oh, no.
Yeah, it looks so good.
I was going to be taking a butterscotch doctor, but we are not.
All right.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Here's to your bottoms up.
So viscous. Just wear it all over the face.
Mm.
Ew.
It's so good.
Spit it out.
The best part was when I bought
Drool
this and that butter pecan one. When I got home, I asked my father, do you like banana pudding or butter pecan? And he goes, whatever ice cream you have will be just fine.
Pineapple ice cream, did he ask for? Oh, weirdo. It's so good. Wait,
Is that
Ron Katz is in Southie? Is he going to go see about a girl?
Why don't you tell everybody what you are drinking?
Molson Canadian. I got one more of these left. You?
Very good. I was up in Stamford, Connecticut this past weekend, made a quick stop to the Half Full Brewery. This is a half full within reach peach wheat ale, 5.2% alcohol. Release a cracker.
Why is he in... Oh, Marlene just missed the shout out that I gave her. Why is Ron Katz in South Boston? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Oh, I saw your good luck and good night and good luck. It was good. He's
Episode
the theater.
Episode 276. Calling this one
Yammy Boppers?
I'll give you another try.
Yammy Boppers. I don't have another...
I finally met a match for you over this weekend, and a patient of mine who, to call you obnoxious compared to this guy, is not even close. He works in Lakewood, which you don't know it makes Brooklyn look like all Muslims. Like, it's just so Jewish here. And he says, I work with all the Hasidim, all the Orthodox. We got Yammy Boppers running around crazy. And I stop. I say, I'm sorry. What is that? He says, Yammy Boppers. Did you make that up? Zack,
I'm gone.
I've gone down a rabbit hole. I've gone down a rabbit hole. I can't find anything online.
I've never heard this term before.
I don't think it's a real term, but
Yammy Boppers.
I quickly went, but
did you put the R in there? So like a yarmulke, like Yammy Boppers, maybe.
All I know is I thought this guy was out of his mind. And
it's my favorite term of all time, yeah.
Also could be a great name for this show. Yammy Boppers.
It could also be a great fantasy name. You want to out-Jew Chicago? Seth, there's your name.
He may be listening to this podcast because he came back at me with another Team Name Tuesday type of thing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Lehadlik Ner Snell Shabbat. No?
Yammy Boppers is better. Just Yammy Boppers. Let them figure out what it means. But the picture on your Yahoo has got to be some black hat with the curls.
But you understand. It's just like a teeny bopper, but they're all Yammy running.
Fully get it. The picture on your Yahoo has to explain. It's got to be that guy with the big curls.
You said you had jury duty. Please tell me you have a good story from that.
I do. So I got excused. I was in the first group that they called, and I was also in the first group that, as Joe Pesci would say, got voir dired. So this was a real crash course in getting to know me. Because if there's one thing, I am forthright and truthful. Always. Call it like I see it. So the judge was giving her a little spiel, and like some other girl was saying how she didn't want to see another brown person go to prison and yada yada, and everyone's doing their thing. It comes to me, and I said, "Well, you asked an interesting question earlier. Would you want you as your juror?" And honestly, objectively, I would not. I said this with the microphone. The bailiff guy is dying at this point. So I go, I would not. I said, A, because I'm, difficult and me. But B, I wouldn't want any of these people as my juror. Now we're off to the races. Because I've got a captive room of like a couple hundred people. I said, and this is true. I truly believe what I'm about to say to you. This is not just bullshit again. I don't believe in jury of your peers. I think jurors should be a job. A skilled job, a trained job, a well-paid job. When you go to John Jay Criminal Justice College, you should be able to become a juror. I would rather, if I'm assumed innocent, as this guy was so guilty, but that's besides the point. Oh my God, yeah. So I would rather 12 best people you've got than the 12 assholes who on the subway. I didn't say assholes. I said 12 people on the subway. I'd rather 12 people who are paid to be there versus 12 people who actively don't want to be there. And you start seeing a lot of heads going nodding. After I got excused, some guy comes and goes, "That was pretty impressive there. Anyone tell this to, I've sold them on it. Now, how do I get this out to the masses other than this program?" I said all this. Yeah. Then she starts asking if you like police or not. I go, yeah, I take comfort, solace, and safety in knowing police are out there. I'm very pro police. And the two cops behind the guy gave me a nod of approval. The bailiff guy, who looks like he's out of Boston, like he's bald, big beard. It's like Jason Bliss but bald. Dying from me. I go, what, am I allowed to be honest? He goes, no, you're good. He was loving it. There were other people who got out too. You could tell who was trying to get out of this thing. One guy had like a face recognition thing of AI. It might not be. You're also excused, Playboy. I didn't get to field a lot of questions after that.
Wow, good for you for actually saying all that. I talk a big game. I speak when spoken to in these type of situations.
Oh, I raised my hand. Ooh, me, like Horseshack. I got my hand up there immediately. You want me? Come get me. There's no shot I was getting on that thing, and I was honest.
I do find that we've talked about nobody cares about your fantasy team. Nobody wants to hear your poker bad beat story. Everybody loves a good jury duty. Everybody loves a good jury duty story every single time.
Well, this was me, and it worked. By the way, the judge wasn't saying no until I did say also, possibly if we can't do this, every judge should serve a circuit as juror because they know what to look for. And then someone said to me, like, well, you could bribe a juror or something. You could bribe a professional juror. A, you won't know who they are because they pulled out of a hat. You know who else you can bribe? Me. If it's 11-1, $20 gets that done. I don't care. I don't owe him anything. If you're a professional and it's your job, it'd be tougher to bribe. Also, you know how hard it is to bribe a juror? Everybody thinks every case is some mafia don. This guy's not bribing shit. He's going back in the shackles immediately. How's he going to find me? It's impossible to bribe a juror.
In the movies, it works.
Right, because they've got a network of guys on the inside, guys on the outside, a shot caller with the Lannister or whatever his name is. He's got a lot of names in real life.
Feeling quirky? Get some jerky.
Yeah, so more than that. I said all that. It was exciting to just get the microphone handed to me and just let me cook. I should have given a plug for this. I'm an idiot.
Actually, I'm a podcaster, and on my podcast, BYD.
Listen, tune in right now. Long Island man switched at birth with baby who had same last name, discovered the mix-up on Ancestry site 60 years later and is now suing. I call bullshit. I think you should have to find out if you're doing better or worse than the other guy. Because if you're doing better, you don't get the lawsuit. If he's kicking ass, then you can sue.
So this is a race of nature versus nurture?
I think so.
Oh, I thought you were going to go statute of limitations. Just flat out like 60 years later, eat a dick. No.
The guy looks like he's doing pretty well. He has a suit in his... He's doing better than the other guy. Look at this. That's
an actor. You can Google it.
I don't know. Well, speaking of... Yeah. And by the way, I felt like I was coming off as the very spoiled white Karen while with the jury. I know, but like... It was... Because once you get me rolling, it's a boulder down the hill. It's like Indiana Jones. I'm not stopping. So...
Zach, you borderline on the stand when they said, do you feel like you could do a good job? You should have said, have you seen the stock market? I'm not okay right now.
I was twitching. Dale Earnhardt Jr., your boy, you a fan?
No.
Because he's also in court with your actual boy, Lamar Jackson, suing over number 8.
Forever ago. Troy
They're
Aikman
back.
also,
No, they were trying to trademark.
Troy Aikman trademarked it, and now who cares?
They're trying to trademark Era 8, and now just the number 8, the sheer number. These two are idiots.
Yeah, we're in reruns. Okay, it's just stupid.
Okay, fine. Sticking with you for 1,000.
Wow.
I studied Hooters girls for a living. I don't think we need to have much more than that. Here's what I learned about their well-being.
They're for your money.
What?
Nobody goes there for the chicken wings. They're there for your money.
No, but the plans are to try to re-Hooterize the thing and having less infamous bikini nights and more family-friendly. None of this matters. This guy, wow, they were a genre known as breastorants. There's a term I'd never heard before. It's fantastic.
Zach, you just used re-Hooterize. If I'm going to try to use that sporadically tomorrow in a sentence...
I don't know, but breastorize is excellent. Breastorants is excellent. But this guy studies them for a living. How in God's name do I get hired? Like, what are you doing here studying? Oh, no, I'm just at work. Just staring at Hooters girls and seeing if you get tipped. It's insane.
You know, I took my wife there on our second date.
Classy.
And loved it. Loved every
sticking
second
with, well, both of us, but you mainly. Receding hairlines are suddenly sexy thanks to White Lotus hunk Walter Goggins.
Yeah, this is...
How is he a hunk? What has he been in before this? He was always just that guy from that thing.
No.
What makes him sexy?
He's got it. Whatever it is, his...
Riz? You almost said Riz.
No. His aura, like everything that guy gives off. What was he in? Justified, Sons of Anarchy, Gemstones. He's a thing, dude.
Yeah, but like, they're loving the hairline.
He reminds me so much of Timothy Oliphant, who he was in with Justified. He just has it. He talks.
Oliphant's got dick for days. He's like 6'8".
Oh, I have a great dick for days story for next week.
With Oliphant?
No.
Oh, next week. But yeah, that's becoming a thing. Receding hairlines. That's like the new dad bod.
For the record, I do not have a receding hairline.
No hairline. Mine's. Maybe I was fighting a good fight here.
Not the same.
Okay, fair enough. England professor shares his theory on his time travel theory. This guy is a professor, Black to the Future. But nevertheless, I think there was a Family Guy Ben in Cleveland did that. But anyway, he has a whole thing on time travel, how you can reverse gravity. A theory is, can't be done. After he spent his whole life doing this, it cannot be done. You think? Idiots.
I don't know if it's
this
original.
This is like lost weight going to the gym. You think?
I saw this on Big Bang Theory. One of the episodes I happened to watch, Sheldon Cooper goes, okay, future me, if I ever discover time travel, let this be the moment I come back right now to... Okay, all right, let's move on. It doesn't happen. Like, that's literally how this works.
Sticking in your glory hole.
All right, you're jeopardying. You're hooterizing too much right now.
Yeah, I'm hooterizing. Right, it's this restaurant. They're bringing back the dire wolf. They're bringing it back. Jon Snow's wolf is coming back. The thing has been extinct for 12,000 years.
When you say bringing back, you mean brought back. It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
I also didn't know it was a real thing. I thought that dire wolf was made up.
A Grateful Dead song? No. So is that your next dog?
There will be no next dog.
Dire wolf?
No.
Oh, come on, man. He showed a dire puppy shows up and you get to make it your own. Oh, you walk into the supermarket with that thing, the aisle moves out of the way. You can shop what you want.
I don't think it's as big as in the story as
they're not fucking around. He looks cute. It looks all right.
All right, so I'll go at this now. Yes, they have.
Go at it.
I listened to this whole thing. Now, we did talk about this forever ago because this company originally said they're bringing back woolly mammoths. Do you remember I talked about that maybe like a year ago?
Yeah, I brought that
so
up.
it's the dodo, woolly mammoth, and dire wolves are their 3 top priorities, and they've successfully brought back dire wolves.
Why is this a thing? Why do they think we need any of these 3 items?
It just reminds me of playing God too much. Something's going to get eaten, and I don't care. This is going to be Jurassic Park. Yeah,
I hope the woolly mammoth eats the dire wolf. It'd be incredible.
I would pay for
That's
that.
another one. Instead of bald eagle, what you ask me? I want dodo. Dodo burger. Like, wait, make the guy go bring it, make it.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'll wait, as Mel Brooks said. Pissed off Florida man hurls bottle of pee at worker after being denied job interview. How's he think it's going to go? Like, is that his move? Oh, well, this guy showed some real gumption. Let's hire him anyway. What's the move here?
Somebody's got to clean up that piss.
Well, he could be that. That could be his job because look at this guy, Florida man, terrifying. Not as bad as the guy from last week who's putting the glue in the soda.
It's the thing.
The fangs, the bowl cut, the Lord Christmas he's got going on. White Lotus was supposed to have a weird sex scene.
I saw that. I thought he was gay. Zion?
I thought Zion and Piper.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely fuck. I would love that. That should have been 20 minutes of the finale. Just the two of them smashing.
You saw the whole thing? Are you caught up?
I saw the whole thing. We'll get to that in what I'm watching. All right?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, so we can do it now if you need.
0 to 10. 0 to 10. The season 2?
No, the season or the finale?
Either. Go ahead.
2 for the finale, 4 for the season.
Okay.
Yeah. You?
It's appointment television for me, so 7 out of 10.
Just because it's on?
No, because it's one of like 3 shows that I go, it's this day, this time. I want to watch this when I do. Dude, pizza, when it's bad, it's still good. I like
Arizona prisoner serving 16 life sentences accused of killing 3 fellow inmates.
Good for him.
Is this guy a good guy or a bad guy? He's taking out other potential, threats.
Saving them tax dollar money, am I right? Tariff that.
Doesn't cost anything to get shivved. Like, is he a bad guy? What's the...
Yes, he just kills
Why?
people.
He's the shot caller. But he's killing other killers, potentially. He's the purge.
Or he's killing people that are HUD snucker proxy. Like, they're just innocent.
No one's innocent. I just did jury duty. They're all guilty. You wouldn't be there if you weren't. Okay. Restaurant offers up to a 20% discount for thin customers. So you have to, it's in Thailand, you have to fit through this thing. And the more thin you are, the better it goes. Full price if you got to go to the other one.
What if you go for one and you don't fit? Do you have to go to the back of the line?
I don't think there's much of a line for this, but you could still go for the one you fit through, and that's your discount. I don't get it. What do they care?
Well, that's the weird part because you understand that the size of you is not representative of how much you look at all the people
or how much they're going to feed you. They can pick and choose how much they actually give you.
You've seen the hot dog contest in Coney Island. The 2 people that win every year couldn't be more than 160 pounds.
That Kobayashi and the other little Japanese girl? Joey Chestnut's like 350. He's a big boy.
No, he's not.
He's a big guy. He's like 6'8".
Red, white, and chew.
Exactly. Yeah. So how many times you should be able to swallow in 30 seconds depends on your age. What it means if you can't. How many times do you think you can swallow?
It's been a while.
In 30 seconds. So in your 40s, you should be able to swallow 8 times in 30 seconds. You're still in your 30s, 8.5 times.
I'm
not drip here.
I'm not in my 30s, but I appreciate that.
Whatever. Oh, yeah, I think you're 40 now, aren't you?
Old 2 almost, thank you.
No. Nevertheless, okay, so you should be at 8 swallows. As you get older, people in their 80s should achieve 4.3 swallows. Pretty good. That's a lot of swallowing.
There's a joke in here. I don't know where you're going with this.
Swallowing?
You just want to... Is that one big broker?
Yeah, it's one big...
All right, so Grammy is how old? And don't say her age. So Grammy's doing how many swallows?
4 swallows. No, it was 5. Okay. Maybe in 30 seconds. This one got me there. 1 in 50 men. This can't be true. Believe they can outrun a champion racehorse in a new survey.
No, but I'll pay money to watch the person lose, and I'll give him a head start.
Just get smoked. You won't be able to, you can't beat a champion human, let alone a champion horse, because the champion human would get rocked by a champion horse.
I would take a 3-legged horse over some of the fastest men on earth.
Some of those horses have 5 legs. Mm-hmm. This is insane. What hubris? What idiots?
That's stupid.
You can't outrun shit.
I think you might be doing some clickbait these days, dude. You might need to start vetting these articles.
This is real. This is in the Post. Weird but true.
The Post. Because Encyclopedia Britannica over there.
I liked Britannica. They smelled good. They smelled like information. Useless knowledge, says Linda Snyder. All right, when you're painting your masterpiece, Mom, what do you got?
Easy.
I love Mom.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I got. Hey,
Zach, what you watching?
Lotus. So
done. Keep moving.
All right, done. Move on. We are on to the last leg of Yellowstone. It's more of the same sans Costner. It's like, what am I doing?
I'm mad at him as a human for ruining that show.
Yeah, I think so. I don't really care much about the others. I know you like the one who's always wearing interesting underwear.
What? Which one?
The brunette with the bowl. Like, she's always in like business attire, and then whatever she's got is the most interesting underwear anyone wears. Never any fullbacks.
Wait. The skinny one who's with Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie.
Oh,
never a unibrow, never a fullback. She's always got the most like ridiculous things on.
She's a lingerie girl. What can I say?
Who wears that to work?
When you know you're going to be seducing a Dutton.
You don't need much to seduce anybody, by the way. If you're a girl and you're in the office, you could be wearing a party hat. Who cares?
Breathe.
Yeah, exactly. Groucho glasses. And the studio, we got through 3 of them, the first 3.
I don't know if I'm.
I like it.
I don't know if I'm doing a third. Okay.
I like it. I think the Warner was fine too. Sweet Birthday Baby, she was good.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her until
me either. I had to do the thing.
So she talked. I was like,
Sweet Birthday Baby. I didn't know who that director was, and I think I'm supposed to. The woman.
We Google everything. She did.
Yeah, but I still don't know who she is. I Googled it twice. I still have no idea who she is. The third one, the first one was by far the best. And the problem was it was the best because of Cranston. Yeah. And he seems to only be in that one.
Okay, so show sucks.
No, I'm into it. I find myself laughing. Baron Holtz gets me.
Baron Holtz is very good too.
He's good. And they're good together, like in The Neighbors. Those two are good. That's what I've been watching. The Mets on fire. Dare I say en fuego.
Bert Kreischer dropped a new special. It's called Lucky. I don't think people respect him as a comedian. I'm in tears every time he tells a story about anything. It's always funny. He's doing this. Even like at one point, he's doing an accent and it gets worse and worse and worse to the point that I go, this accent's getting horrible. And he goes, is this accent getting worse? Like, he's so funny.
That's pretty funny.
We got through like 3/4 of it. And then Milo shit himself or something like that. But it's called Lucky.
Is he potty trained yet? No, he's way too young.
way too young. Although I did meet a kid that was 1.5 that was potty trained. One of Julia's friends' kids. It was incredible.
Wait, Samantha, Pitt is good?
Oh, people love it.
People love it. She's people?
It's ER, but better is what I've heard. Literally with Noah Wiley.
Pretty good.
Zack.
Well, does she have a Noah Wiley thing? Is she like a poster in her bedroom like they used to?
Am I the asshole?
Always.
The other day, I was making matzo ball soup, and I took.
You're just gonna land on that? I was making a matzo brie over here.
I took the frozen chicken out of the freezer. Not enough time to cut it up, so it was mostly frozen. I'm like, all right.
Why don't you get fresh chicken?
It was fresh, and then I got lazy and threw it in the freezer. That's what happened. It's chicken breast.
In this economy?
As I'm cutting this frozen chicken breast, I realize it's 1,000 times easier to cut frozen chicken breast than it is to cut regular fresh.
What?
It was just when you're doing fresh chicken, it's all slimy and it's moving around, and you
can't. What kind of cheap Costco chicken are you getting?
When you get a chicken breast, you're telling me you can make like perfect cubes? No chance.
Yeah.
You're out of your mind.
You've got good knives.
Okay. I was doing frozen chicken breast. It was the easiest cutting I've ever. I could make these things perfect any way I wanted. I could have cut your name. I could have written Zack and chicken.
And my stories stink?
Who said your stories stink?
You said it in clickbait. Your mom said useless knowledge. Ginsu over there is doing a great job, Mom.
Zack, they gone.
They gone?
The chain gang in football, they might still trot them out there, but it's all computerized now.
What?
Yeah, remember they did like a vote like a
week ago? Love the chain gang because it's nonsense. It's like someone's best the index card every now and then or the fake.
It's all computerized now.
One link.
I know they got rid of that, so I did.
They're just ruining fun. People have stopped having fun.
Go to Dey Care. Drop my son off today, and there's this really cute little girl. I won't say her name. And, little kids, they don't understand that, like, she shouldn't lift her shirt up. She shouldn't pull her shirt down.
Now it's a party.
She's standing there. The little girl is taking her hand, and she puts it under her armpit and slowly doing one of these. When's the last time you saw somebody make the fart sound?
Did they make the sound?
She had no idea what she was doing.
But did it make the sound?
No, but it was really cute. It was like a throwback to, like, a Yo Mama joke.
If they had made the sound, it would have been incredible.
For a 2-year-old to make fart noises like
put her in the circus. She's a straight up carny. Let's go.
I couldn't believe it.
That's great.
I was very impressed. And my Hippanonymous, I have a skeleton in my office where, oh God, at least a patient a day, maybe every other day, makes the joke when they're working out. They go, if I keep working out, am I going to look like that guy?
I would have said, show me on the skeleton where we touched you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Get a guy yesterday. He just turned 80. Really great guy. Love working with him. He turns to me and goes, yeah, I'm going to look like that guy. And I thought he was making a if I keep working out joke. He goes,
a death joke?
We're all going to look like that guy. I was like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, but not by the end of the day. God.
Pishadoo of the week. I got 13 candidates. Let's get through these. The MLB is in full effect. I don't know how the social media works for these teams, but obviously they all have Twitter X accounts. The count up until like yesterday, the Dodgers have tweeted the most times about the LA Dodgers at 68 tweets. The Colorado Rockies have made 3 tweets about their team since the season started. What the hell? You have one job. What are they doing?
Well, how many wins do they have?
A couple?
Right. What do you say? Hey, we got smoked today. Come on down to the ballpark. Blue Moon was invented here.
For me, your job is to get people in the seats. You're a Twitter account. What is that person doing?
Nothing. Your job is to get people in the seats. Win. That's how you get people in the seats. Go out there and do better. Get Todd Helton night. Andres Galarraga night. Let's go.
Dante Bichette.
He was great.
Mike Hampton, Daryl Kyle. There's a lot of guys. Oh,
he didn't make it.
I guess he's not coming.
He's not. Oh, dig him up. Go back to the time travel guy helping him up.
Black to the Future.
Hey-o.
Dire Wolves, you already hit. I saw this clip. It could be old. I don't care. It's from the Paralympics where there are 2x2 women playing ping pong. And they're praising this one girl for glitching the system. So they're sitting down, mind you, and playing ping pong. And of course, the balls are being lobbed over. Well, the one girl
seated ping pong.
She hits the ball up with so much backspin that it lands just over the net and then bounces back to her. If this was the regular Olympics, that ball gets slammed in her paraplegic face.
Well, yeah, but what if she could do it regular style? Just bloop bloop.
You can't.
If she could put so much spin on it, it hits the thing and bloops over before the little guy, because they're a mile back from the table. He'd have to full extension, Barry Badger net style onto the table.
They know what they're doing. It felt cheap to me. It really bothered me that you're sitting down clearly. You want everybody. It would ruin the game.
They got to make the table shorter. They got to make it so you can arm to the net.
Okay.
Well, I think you should do it in the real Olympics. The little Chinese guy's a mile back from the table. Let him go flying to go get this ball. Then I'd watch ping pong.
I had a patient yesterday. He's making all these deals on the phone. He goes, hold on, let me call this Chinaman up. I said, dude, he looks at me straight as can be and goes, he's a Chinaman. What do you want from me? Then gets the guy on speakerphone.
Do you call someone from France a France man?
He gets this guy on speakerphone. He looks at me with this, as the guy is talking, he goes, I'm kind of nodding yeah.
He's the guy who does the bad Chinese voice in a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
What was his end game? What did the guy have to sell or buy?
It's too much details. I'll tell you off air, but it was just business. It was making a business deal. The other day for work, I had to do a spot the fake AI training course because too many people in my work are clicking you've won $50,000. Oh, I won money from work.
God.
And now and by the way, the training was insane. It was, this is real. This is not real. What do you do? Click, contact your supervisor, delete it. I'm thinking there's a lot of choices, but
pop quiz, hot shot.
Yeah, the train's going 55 miles an hour. And that really bothered me. And I wasted so much time on this. I couldn't believe it.
They paid you to be there, though, right?
Not a lot.
No one gets a lot.
Single digits for the hour that I did this. It didn't. It was on my phone.
$9 an hour.
Yeah, it was on my tablet. I was at home watching TV. It didn't matter. I saw the Minnesota Twins put out an ad promoting their team in baseball. They had a nice man and a woman wearing Minnesota Twins jerseys at a baseball stadium. Here's the problem with the ad. The background, orange number 4, orange number 20, orange number 8. It was at Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
They can't just truck Kent Herback out there to walk around the city.
Or Kirby Puckett.
Dead.
I know, that one I did on purpose.
Is Herback alive? He feels like he'd be alive.
I saw this story. Man charged for the second time for having a sexual act on a train. Here's the part. It wasn't with himself. It wasn't with another person. It was with the seat.
Ew!
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, my God.
Twice.
As they ask in Mallrats, well, did he come or what?
Jesus, Zack.
Something you just don't talk about?
As I'm repping...
Wait. What? He's fucking a seat. He got pinched twice. He should be banned from all Metro Transit. Facial recognition. Call James Dolan.
You see, I'm wearing my Washington Capitals jersey, supporting the Grade 8. Congratulations for breaking the record. I love that. Budweiser is now putting out a Bud Zero. And what they did was they made commemorative cans for every goaltender that faced Ovechkin and never gave up a goal to him. I think the all-time leader is Curtis Joseph with like 20 saves, which means he played against him for a half a period type of thing. Okay, I'm never drinking Bud Zero. I didn't plan on it. This feels really stupid. I'm not buying any more or less of this.
I don't hate it. It's a way to just promote random nobodies on beer cans. That's cool.
I followed hockey. I didn't recognize. I think it was like 30, maybe 25 guys. Maybe 2 of them.
That's even better. That's more endearing to me.
Yay,
I want a Patrick Waugh can. I want some. Who the hell is this guy? Let me look him up. Oh, he's a scrub. All right, look, bottoms up. If you could be in a beer can, you wouldn't want to do it?
I would do just about anything to be on a beer can.
Right.
Yes.
So that's what these guys just did by accident.
I don't want to say who.
Just
because
about anything. Right.
Somebody who I used to do kickboxing and train with, who's coming up the amateur ranks for fighting. I follow them on one of the platforms. They just announced the UFC is doing the championship they're doing a rematch between 2 people you don't care about. This person tweets it out going, I can't even watch this anymore. I would kill either of these 2 in no time.
Put it on TV. Let's go.
Here's the problem. I've used this before. He doesn't know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy that could compete with either of these 2 people.
Go do it. Fight me naked on TV. Let's go.
I thought this was like what you're saying about racing a horse. Like, people have no idea when you're talking at a championship level how much better they are.
You know the good thing? This guy could find out really, really quickly. Get in the octagon. Go figure it out. The question would be how hard and fast would the other guys go on him? Because they could probably kill him in 4 seconds. So, like, would they like bat him around like a cat toy for a while, or like how would that fight be?
Sometimes if they
seconds,
know,
not minutes.
No, the opposite. When they know they have it in the bag, they need to make sure they don't get knocked out by a lucky punch because people just duck and chuck. So you actually have to take it somewhat seriously. But yeah, the one champion would take him and throw him on his head. The other one would put his fist through his face. Like, congratulations, you're 8-0 in the amateur ranks. So
when you get all healed up, you can go race a racehorse and see if that goes any better. Yeah.
All right. I might be a hater for this next story, but Stephanie Tanner is now doing stand-up comedy. Nah, dude.
She's held up fantastically.
She did all the meth. Are you being serious?
All the meth. Yeah, I love her. She looks great.
She's now doing like stand-up or at least storytelling.
I love celebrity female train wrecks. I love all of those. Amanda Bynes.
She's at the Comedy Store doing like, and I try to watch and listen to her talk. She has nothing interesting to say. No. This is another example of like, oh, I saw somebody famous perform, but they're not funny or good.
Am I even really famous at this point?
Am I stupid? Oh, my sister would pay all the money to see her.
Dude, your sister would probably pay to see Topanga do stand-up. What's the difference? We will pay to see Topanga do stand-up, though.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think this is kind of true. Like, you haven't been famous for so long. It feels weird. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard, but like, if you're not funny and you're not good,
in these times, these trying times, anything gets you some money. We're all going broke. Ugh.
Did you see the story that Bruce Willis's 3 daughters have come out and said that we all take baths together sometimes to this day? These girls are in their 30s.
With him?
No, he's a vegetable. He's not taking baths anymore.
He's exactly taking baths.
In bed.
But like, wait, what? They take baths together?
They said that there are times that as an adult, these 3 girls are taking baths together.
Full puss? No bathing suit, no Big Daddy style?
I just know for me that in Hollywood, these girls are getting a lot of hate. At least they're backing up the "we save water for the earth." Unlike all the government, all the environmentalist famous people take private jets to go 5 minutes down the street. And
then they should come talk to Zoe, who takes about 40-minute showers.
I thought you said she never bathes.
No, but when she does, she gets her money's worth.
For the week.
Yeah, she's a stinky one, but she takes forever in the shower. Speaking of, I saw AOC's flying first class these days, so good for her. She's getting a lot of backlash.
All right, elements. This story bothers me on all levels. The Steelers are hooking up with, and you're going to have to help me with, BVB, Dortmund, something in the Bundesliga. They have the
got it all right.
They have the same team colors, so they're doing some type of cross promotion for this. Who gives a shit what color any team is anywhere? I'm not rooting for anybody. my three main teams have all different colors. I couldn't care less.
Good for you for being colorblind.
Okay, I'm not Dallas Josh.
Not that kind of colorblind.
No, he's
Is he really?
Actually colorblind, and it comes up all the time.
The amount of weaving it in.
I've known him forever, and the amount of times we're out, and I'll say, "Hey, pass me that orange pen real quick," and he just stops. He goes, "Oh, you think you're funny?" I went, "What?" Oh,
I would torment him with it. I can't wait for him. We got to go there. I want my free chicken, and I want to torture him about color blindness. Now I'm in.
Comes up a lot, but teams in different sports cross promoting. I guess my first candidate where there's doing no promoting for the Rockies. This just seems stupid. I'm not rooting for a team because they have the same colors.
No, it's stupid.
Okay, good.
I don't like it.
This next story tickles my pickle. Rio Rancho, I think it's in California, JV kid for a baseball team before the game went to the cooler on the other side and pissed in it for the other team.
It's so nasty.
He got caught. He's 15 counts of battery. I like that this kid hated that other team so much to play a prank like that.
How is that battery? I don't have a better crime for it, but he didn't really batter anyone.
Here's why I like this story. One, I'm tired of people being so friendly. In baseball, Vlad Guerrero Jr. signs a 14-year, $500 million. Couldn't care less about that city. Soon as that contract's over, he'll never step foot in Toronto ever again because they're not winning anything. I like that people hate their rivals. I like this kid did a relatively harmless crime. Now, I broke this math down today at one of my patients' house. 10-gallon cooler has roughly 160 cups of water in it, or whatever fluid that's going to be in it, assuming it's filled to the top. The average person pisses anywhere between 1.5 cups to 2.5 cups. So let's just call it 2 cups. We're now at 1:80 ratio of piss in a big cooler.
Big P.
You are now doing I did the math. It's
you wouldn't even taste it.
It's a half a teaspoon, basically, of piss in a whole thing.
It's one of those things that they'll never know, but you'll know.
Okay. How about this? Every time you go swimming, I'm pissing. Always. All the time.
I never pee in the pool.
Okay. Don't believe you.
The pinky toe goes in on pissing.
You held that for a long time, but people are peeing everywhere all the time.
All the time.
Anybody who's ever been to a restaurant, you're drinking piss.
Tons of it. It's for real. I told you, I one time walked up to a golf course on the 18th hole. I saw 3 brand new Titleists at the tee box. Didn't touch them. I assumed that someone peed on them. Yeah. I wouldn't pick them up. It was too good to be true. Then I thought about doing it myself. Peeing on balls is an animal.
Somebody's calling me right now.
Kids is calling?
Leave a message.
Who's calling?
Somebody. I don't know. Could be real. Could be fake.
Yeah.
My gold element story of the week. Kenan Thompson opened up about a recent healthcare scare diagnosis that he has been, quote, suffering in silence for years. Apparently, he has a terrible reaction to eating acidic foods, spicy, beer, coffee, tomato sauce, orange juice.
It sounds awful. I killed myself. Those are usually my favorite foods.
What did you say about Severance? Like, this is an 8-hour problem?
Yeah.
Hey, I have a solution, bro. Stop eating that crap.
No, it tastes so good. Severance is much easier fix than that. How do you not have spicy food and beer?
2 decades of heartburn. As somebody who has had a stomach ulcer before, you just go a couple of weeks without it. Things are better. Heartburn? We are now arguing about heartburn.
Yeah, couldn't you just get like Prilosec or something?
Yeah.
You know, in fact, he could probably get a ton of it by just doing the commercial. They would throw all the money and all the free drugs at him if he just showed his face.
I've suffered through 20 years of him on SNL, and then I stopped watching it. How about he suffered for 20 years of spicy food? Stop eating it.
I just think he should get the drugs and be the face of the thing. It'll take him 30 seconds. Fucking Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven's doing hair club ads now. He's admitting it.
Rockies have only 3 tweets to the Dodgers 68. Welcome back to the Dire Wolves. Paralympics wheelchair ping pong. I thought she was cheating the system. Can you spot the fake training? Stop clicking on ads where you think you've won money. Twins ad at Camden Yards. Man charged for a sexual act in a train, on a train, to a train. Bud Zero commemorating all the goaltenders that
I like those.
didn't give it up to Ovi. Somebody I know who thinks that the champions in the UFC are overrated. He can't watch them. Stephanie Tanner doing comedy at the Comedy Store. I'll send you a video. It's just painful and cringy. The Bruce Willis family all taking baths together. Steelers and BVB Dortmund teaming up because their colors are the same. JV Boy pisses in the Rio Rancho teams. And Kenan Thompson has suffered from acidic foods.
That's his problem. Look, it might be the guy pissing, but he's so charming. It's not going to be him. I think it's probably, in reality, the idiot friend of yours thinks he can take either of these guys. But I'm going to go with the guy who fucked the seat twice. One time, so be it. We've all been there. 2 times, like that's a criminal. He's a recidivist. Yeah, it's the guy who stood up in the seats. Because, A, there's not a lot in there. B, you never know when the guy's going to come by with the little clicky thing and you got to give him your ticket. What do you say to him?
Ding, ding, ding,
hold on, I got to finish up here. Come back to me. I'll need a minute. Because the guy with the little square hat is just standing there in his sensible shoes, waiting for you to be done. Ridiculous.
Booze your dad of the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. Zach, I got good news. Poker Face Season 2 coming back early May.
Yes. Outstanding.
As my son would say, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, the video you sent me of the people doing jumps.